What's going on, world? My name is Johan Bosico from Viducate.com. In our last video, we learned to look at money as a tool used to obtain wealth. In this video, we will learn how to set financial goals. Goal setting is one of those things we always hear about, but most of us still don't have any. So why is it so important to set goals for yourself? Well, if you don't set any, years will fly by and you will be in the same place you are now, sensing a lack of purpose. There are countless reasons why you should set goals, but we have narrowed it down to the top 3. Number 1, goals keep you focused. In this day and age, with social media and technology, distractions are everywhere. Attention spans are getting shorter and shorter. So it's very important to always have a light at the end of the tunnel. To give you an example, let's look at an airplane flying from North Carolina to California. They say that while in the air, 95% of the time, planes are off course, but 100% of the time, it arrives at its destination because that's the goal. Number 2, goals give you purpose. You will always have something to do when you're working towards a goal. It gives you a sense of accomplishment. You don't want to be like a zombie day in and day out, roaming about aimlessly. Number 3, once you accomplish a goal, you get a feeling of joy that is arguably one of the greatest feelings ever. On top of that, when others notice how effective you are, you tend to be seen as a leader. They know you make moves. So what kind of goals should you set? Well, your financial goals should always be wealth-based, and all wealth is an abundance of value. If you haven't already watched it, go watch our What is Wealth video to get a better understanding of wealth. Some examples of wealthy goals can be as big as financial freedom, retirement, to buying a home or a car, down to something smaller like a vacation or a savings account. You may have to think real hard, but as long as you set financial goals that are valuable to you, that's all that matters. Now let's look at 5 tips to use for setting your financial goals. Number 1, write them down. This may be the simplest but yet most effective tip. By writing your goals down, it allows you to articulate and get very specific on what you're trying to achieve. Number 2, put it somewhere you could see it daily. My goals are on my office walls, and I go there every day, and I see them every day. Other good places to put them are on your phone, your computer, bedroom ceiling, somewhere you know you will see it daily. If you don't, it will be out of sight, out of mind. Number 3, set a timeline on it. This will give you a sense of urgency and prioritize over other things in your life. When setting a timeline, you must remember to make it somewhat challenging. Number 4, make an action plan. There could be more than one method to achieve a goal. Find out what works best for you and take that route. Once you decide, you have to make sure you're working towards your goal every day in some way, shape, or form. We will elaborate more on your action plan later on in this series. And last but not least, number 5, persist. More than likely, you will run into some roadblocks and setbacks, but you can't give up. Just try out different action plans, learn and improve, and be patient. Have you ever heard of the boy who swam halfway across the river and decided that it was too tough, so he swam back? You don't want to be that guy. You have to persist until you succeed.